The rain hammered the windshield. My hands gripped the steering wheel so tight my knuckles bled. I could hear footsteps pounding behind me, heavy, relentless. There was no turning back. The folder lay on the passenger seat, soaked and torn, but it still held the truth, or at least, what was left of it. I slammed the car door and bolted toward the house. The front porch light flickered. The moment I crossed the threshold, I heard the shatter, glass breaking downstairs. The evidence was gone. Everything I'd worked for, stolen right from under me. And now, I was the one accused. 3 months earlier, I was standing in that same house, calm and confident. Lily, my ex, had just stormed out after a heated argument. She was a lawyer known around town, sharp, impulsive, and utterly unpredictable. Our breakup was messy, no doubt. But I never imagined it would come to this. The folder I found that night was the last piece I needed to clear my name. It had documents proving I wasn't the criminal they claimed, but I didn't know then who was really watching me, who was playing me. The first twist hit on a rainy Friday, the kind that chills your bones. I'd been working late at the law office, pulling an all-nighter to prepare my defense for a minor fraud case that suddenly exploded into a full-blown investigation. My phone lit up. It was a text from Lily. "We need to talk, now." That's when I learned the truth. She wasn't just my ex. She was the secretive architect of my downfall. The one who planted evidence, twisted facts, and burned bridges behind my back. Her jealousy wasn't about me. It was about her fear of losing control. I kept digging. The second twist came from an unexpected source. My closest friend, Mark. He was always the steady one, the guy I could trust without question. But I caught him snooping around my files, deleting something important from my computer. When I confronted him, he cracked, not because he hated me, but because Lily had convinced him I was dangerous, unstable. His loyalty had been stolen from me by lies and manipulation. That betrayal hit harder than the accusations. By then, suspicion had turned inward. I started questioning everyone around me, even myself. The emotional pressure built until I was a shadow of the man I used to be. But beneath that cracking surface, a plan was forming. I couldn't afford to break, not now, not ever. The third twist was the final blow. The night my apartment was broken into, and the evidence folder disappeared. I came home to find my place trashed, drawers open, papers scattered like autumn leaves. The one thing that could save me was gone. Someone wanted me buried. That's when I realized Lily wasn't just an ex or a jealous rival. She was a mastermind with no intention of letting me live freely again. But I wasn't going down without a fight. Weeks passed. I went quiet. No calls, no social media, no distractions. I became a ghost in my own life, watching, waiting, calculating every move Lily might make next. I learned her patterns, her weaknesses, and the people she trusted blindly. At the same time, I worked to rebuild my defense. Piece by piece, I found small fragments of the missing evidence in places only someone close to the case could know. I patched together digital traces and paper trails that led me to a shocking realization. Lily had a secret. A real one she'd been hiding behind all this chaos. The night I struck back, I was calm. Every detail planned and precise. I invited Lily to a meeting under the guise of reconciliation. She arrived, smug, confident her game was still strong. I didn't show her the evidence first. Instead, I let her talk, let her reveal herself in that moment of overconfidence. Then I hit her with the truth. The photos, the messages, the hidden files, everything she thought was buried forever. Her face twisted, realizing she'd underestimated me. But here's what really changed everything. I'd set a trap. The very evidence she thought was destroyed was a duplicate, a decoy I planted during my silent retreat. The real proof was already in the hands of the authorities, people who hadn't been fooled by her lies. The final blow, a confession from Mark, who, after seeing the truth, turned witness from my side. He'd felt guilty, and his testimony shattered the foundation Lily had built. Lily was arrested, charged not only with framing me, but with multiple counts of evidence tampering and obstruction of justice. I walked out of the courthouse that day, cleared, but exhausted. But the second twist was even bigger. As I drove away, I got a call from my own office. Someone had leaked confidential information about the case to the press. A deep betrayal within my own circle. The mastermind behind that leak, not Lily, but someone even closer to me. I smiled quietly. I was ready. This time, I would be the one to control the game. Betrayal cut deep. It turned friend into foe and blurred the lines between truth and lies. But persistence paid off. I fought not with anger, but with patience. The victory wasn't just legal, it was personal. And in this town, where secrets have a way of poisoning everything, that made all the difference. I didn't just survive the betrayal, I rewrote the rules.